All right, what should be Juwan's Howard's punishment um, for yesterday's incident? Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. A lot of people saying that Juwan probably should be fired. If you don't know what happened yesterday, Juwan Howard smushed faced the coach, um, Wisconsin coach, a coach that didn't seem to be involved in the melee, but he could have said something, and obviously he said something. Juwan responded, said that the late timeout with 15 seconds left got him mad, and when the Wisconsin head coach put his hands on him, that's that he shouldn't touch him, and that's kind of when he got infuriated. And you got to remember, Juwan Howard's a first time coach, and he hasn't experienced this type of losing to this point. But check out the college sports playlist. He hasn't experienced losing like this, and this is why the younger players now, man. This is why they not winning championships back like they was when like Calipari was recruiting the younger players or making deep runs, because these players ain't as fundamental and ain't as IQ is not as high as Derrick Rose and Darius Washingtons and the Chris Douglas Robertsons, Joey Dozer or whatever, Dorsey, or the guys they had. They not as IQ not there. Not everybody just want to shoot, chuck up threes. And then when you go to college basketball, you still got to learn how to play basketball. And you really learn how to play basketball. And these guys, they don't know how to play basketball. Because now, it ain't about talent per se with college basketball teams. It's about, it's really an amateur version of basketball. You can play zone and learn how to penetrate and beat a full court press, how to beat a half court press, how to beat the traps, how to beat a 2-3 zone. It's more of that's why the shot clock is longer. It's more patient. Move the ball, penetrate, kick. It ain't just like a one-on-one game like the NBA is, wide spread out. You gotta guard your guy, or you can't. You gotta guard a guy in the NBA zone. You gotta guard a guy still in the zone. You can guard the area. So athleticism, in talent is kind of evened a little bit. And all the young guys that he brought in, the high count, these dudes don't know how to play basketball yet. And the losing is frustrating him, and that's what it's really boiling down to. Had there was a team that was winning this season and having the success that he had, the coach grabbed him, that wouldn't happen, bro. This is the accumulation. This is the boiling point of the season. And this is going. You go through growing pains. And this is why people don't. This is why some coaches don't like recruiting young talent. They got to learn how to play together, bro. And Juwan is probably just drilling stuff in their head and it's not clicking. And Calipari and Mike Krzyzewski start finding that out too. These young guys not as polished as Anthony Davis, Julius Randles. You know what I'm saying? They're not like an Elton Brand who stayed 3 or 4 years, like a Grant Hill, where they learn, or Michael Jordan, they learn, James Worthy learn to play basketball. You gotta learn to play basketball playing on the college level. That's a fact. We went overseas at the same. We gotta learn to play basketball. You gotta learn to be fundamental. You gotta learn to have IQ. Athleticism can't get you by. The NBA get you by a little bit. If you can't go left in college, man, they got a huge advantage. And what it boiled down to, this is just the accumulation of a bad losing season that he didn't see coming. He probably said my team is good. And when they start going to situations, bro, it look bad. That's what it was. Just still losing. And what are the incidents? And what do we have? What are the prior incidents? Have we had anything else happen like this? Have we had anything happen like this where the coaches have brawled? They said NCAA basketball game, Oral Robertson, North Dakota. That's on a smaller level, yo. Apparently they brawled. I don't know what happened here this February this year. Players got the brawling. It's different when players brawl, bro. It's different. So this happened this month. So I don't know. So I don't know what they were what the I don't know what the This is a 17, so I don't know what they got into a brawl too. So I don't know what the punishment is gonna be. But they love to make examples of the brothers too. And Juwan couldn't do that, man. So I don't know per se what's the history or something like this happening. I know Bobby and I used to throw chairs and all types of stuff. We have coaches dropping the N bomb and keeping a job, but it's different. It's one thing to drop the N bomb in the locker room and people hear. It was one thing to drop it in front of everybody. It's one thing to punch somebody in the locker room, but it's one thing to get caught on camera. Everybody is appalled. Everybody can't believe it. Everybody can't. I don't, man. Honestly, bro. I would say, man, I like Juwan. I won't lie. Love Juwan. I'm gonna tell you what I think should happen. What I think should happen, in my opinion, and what will happen, in my opinion. Right. And you got to understand, Michigan is one of those, not per se college basketball program, but apparently they had dialogue here. But apparently they one of those, alumni built programs where a lot of old white, old uppity black people, and they probably didn't want Juwan here in the first place. Um, in this incident, like I said, it wasn't malice at the palace, but and you see him grabbing his hand here, and he should be disciplined too. But honestly, what I think should happen, he should be suspended for the rest of the season. The Big Ten tournament, they make the NCAA tournament. He should have to go to some anger management classes. Um, um, but that's minimum. The hard thing for Juwan to do is have to go in somebody's living room and recruit players after this happened. That's the first question that's gonna come up. A lot of recruit parents, these fickle parents nowadays, bro, they gonna act like he murdered somebody live on TV. That's what's gonna happen. So they did write a report. It says that I'm aware of and watched the end of the men's basketball game. There's no excuse for any of our staff or student athlete to get in a physical altercation with others, regardless of instigating factor. I reached out and apologized to Chris McTosh, and President Coleman has reached out to the University of Wisconsin Chancellor Blank to apologize for the totally unacceptable behavior. We will review the situation more thoroughly and work with the Big Ten Conference as they determine the disciplinary actions, and will determine any further disciplinary actions that are needed. So, right in there, bro, you gotta ask your question: did the alumni really back Juwan being there? You know how they backed what's the coach up there in Michigan State, the football coach? Keep whooping on Harbaugh. Um, I got his name, but how they made sure he got his money? How he made sure he got his money? Where they back Juwan in this time of hour? Mel Tucker. When they back Juwan like this, I'm not sure, bro. Gotta understand, man. When they Fab Five was there, you gotta remember, none of them people that they going to school with, none of them want them there. None of the alumni didn't want them there. And these the same alumni now who didn't want them there with the Chris Webber type of thing and all that. So at the end of the day, man, it's probably over with for Juwan Howard. I think that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna be fired. He's gonna ask to resign. Keep some money, and his coach career wrap. And that's just That's just the time we living in. When Bobby Knight was throwing chairs and all types of stuff, that was them kids was different. They was raised by military parents. They was raised by parents that grew up in segregated. It was tougher back then. Back in the day, your coach can hem you up a little bit. You tell your parents you probably deserved it. Now, something happened in the classroom, whatever. Teacher might bump you. Then the parents believe in the kid, not trying to fight the teacher. At one point, our parents didn't believe nothing we said. They went up there and found out. And now the parents are believing the kids. Now can't nobody touch my kid, can't nobody tell my kid nothing. Till it's time to go to the penitentiary, you can't do nothing about it. So, right now we in a very soft society. And even though if this going on, kids fighting in school, even though if this going on at home, fighting their brothers, fighting the kids in the neighborhood, people try to act like they shit don't stink. You know how dogs use and they try to throw the dirt on top of the crap so you don't see it. That's America, man. America is more violent, you know, than ever. It seems like, you know what I'm saying, and everybody, you know, casting stones and hiding their hand and act like act like we can't make mistakes, you know. But you know that's what we living in. You can't do this with all the cameras. And you know what I think is going to happen is Juwan is going to lose his job, and this is going to show. This is going to show you. And he had an incident in Maryland already. This is going to show you if Michigan backs Juwan, if the Big Ten backs Juwan, you know, if Michigan backs Juwan, and also it was Michael Finley night there or something like that. You know, show you how strong Juwan's bond is with Michigan. This is gonna show you. Can they fight to keep him the job? Has there been worse things that go on in sports? Absolutely. It's gonna show you. And you know, if they fire Juwan, I ain't watching no more, bro. I'm not watching no more. I don't care. I ain't watching college basketball. No, I'm watching now. I watched the tournament. I watched a couple of Michigan. I ain't watching no more. I tell you that. Juwan gets suspended. I'm not watching. I had nothing to watch the game. I don't like basketball no more. Kids can't play regardless. When I do watch this Juwan Howard. Now I used to watch Michigan State too. I don't watch him no more neither. I watch come tournament time. That's it. Juwan gets suspended. I ain't watching. And I tell you that straight up and down. That's the only reason I do watch him is because Juwan. But you know what should happen is suspension, anger management classes, uh, suspension for the rest of the year, tournament, probably the first 4 or 5 games. But then that's a huge uphill battle to overcome too. But the biggest uphill battle too is going into the parents' home and why they kids safe with you after you did some savagery type of stuff. So yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notification. We go live and drop a video. Check out the college sports playlist for more videos like this. College Talk playlist. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Appreciate the love, support. All my social media link subscription there is there. You can reach out anytime. Let me know what you think in the comment section. What should be the